better late than never. Figured I'd make a video about these Bison changes, so let's get into it. The main thing that I would say that matters so far is good for us anyway. Low forward into EX Inferno. And I was working on this video before and I realized that mid-video the reason why this is a big deal. You see, what I originally said was I use low forward into Inferno. So I already had a confirm without charge. So them saying that they were giving us a confirm without charge, it was useless, right? But then I realized something that at the edge, let me see if I can get it just right. It's a certain range where the Inferno won't fully hit. There it is. So a lot of times you'll get awkward Oki from that. And when I thought about it, it was a couple of times where I actually landed that, and then I went for my Oki, and it had, you know, the frames were a bit off because the full move didn't hit, and I died to a 3-frame or something like that. Blah blah pop trigger, especially if it was a Buki. And so what the EX Inferno does for us, doesn't matter what range you're at, it's hit. And so Capcom did good on that one. Better than I originally thought. And my only complaint at this point would be that you don't, they didn't have to nerf the damage to give us that though. I don't like that it was nerfed down 20 damage, but it could be worse. The other thing is Devil's Reverse. Devil's Reverse no longer has the 3 through 7 strike invincibility. And so what that does is you gotta earn your way out the corner like a man now. For the longest, if you pick your right spot, you know, you can rise up, get your stomp, and hop out of the corner. We don't really get that anymore, but I mean, it was a fun crutch to have while it lasted. Other changes, we can no longer crouch jab and crouch medium punch like we used to. It's time for crouch heavy punch, as bad as it is to be in the arsenal. It's time for situational V-skill. It's time for hell attack. And as crazy as it sounds, it's time for light Inferno, depending on what big body you're fighting. I find that it comes in handy for Abigail and Birdie. All in all, Bison is in a pretty good place. The V-Trigger 1 got buffed. The timing is longer on it. So it gives you more of a reward for waiting to be half dead and finally activate your V-Trigger 1. Generally, V-Trigger 1 was my preference anyway, so that was up my alley. For the Bisons who generally preferred V-Trigger 2, things may be rough. A lot of things that involve the Psycho Crusher can be blown up by the V-Shift. Let's see here. That was a good example right there. Trying to do slide and then make it safe. It had him at -24. It's several characters who could dash in and still press a medium after that. And Urian is one because his dash is 16 and then he has a 6-frame crouch medium. So yeah, that's the harsh reality of V-Trigger 2 with V-Shift in the game. Honorable mentions for the changes. Standing Roundhouse and Sweep both got 5 frames recovery added to the buttons. Seems kind of non-consequential for a standing roundhouse. Now for the sweep, I had a favorite setup where if I did medium inferno and I did my sweep, if you back tech, I was +2. I could jab, I could throw. And it came in handy because a lot of people back tech the next situation. Well, now that setup is -3 thanks to the recovery nerf. I think the reason why they added that extra 5 frames of recovery is that, in my own experience, sometimes if you go for sweep and you're trying to activate and they know you want to activate and they neutral jump, Bison's travel speed will get him under them. And they might land and it'll be just outside of, say, their crossover button range that they tried to fall with, and then they get jabbed into a scissor kick or something. And so now with the extra 5 frames of recovery that they added, that is a lot less likely to happen. And honestly, this nerf to the sweep, I think, makes it more of an excuse to go back to trigger 1. And I'm all for that, like I said before, because trigger 2 doesn't let you activate from specials. And so while you can activate from, say, target combo at a certain range, heavy punch, axe, sweep would normally be your go-to. And to just take that option off of the table and to have more options with the trigger 1 activation, I think trigger 1 is the best way to go. Well, that pretty much does it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. But until next time, peace. Well, that pretty much does it for the video. If you have any comments, please leave them in the questions below. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Look, that was right. Please hit the like or subscribe button. Or hit them both, what am I saying? And